Hey, welcome to World Entertainment. And some interesting news broke yesterday. And it is quite interesting. It's also kind of worrying when we see what they're going to do. But apparently, Sony has closed a deal with Hasbro for the film and TV rights to murder mystery board game Clue. And heads are teasing adaptations. Now, when they're talking about adaptations, they are of course referring to remakes. That's right, they apparently want to remake the classic movie of Clue, which of course was based on the board game. If you've never seen Clue, highly recommend it. Very funny film. Who was in it? Tom Curry and a bunch of others were in it. Good, proper, old school comedy movie. Which was actually made by 20th Century Fox back in the day. But they're talking now about wanting to do a remake. But the rumour that's doing the rounds is that they want Ryan Reynolds to headline the remake. Which I get, it could work. I think if they were to do it, it's one of those weird movies where you could remake it, but you don't have to have the characters play the same characters. Like, obviously, you want the maid there and stuff like that because that it was in the original movie. But you could change the setting and you could change the characters because it's based on the board game. So you can just do the board game itself. You don't have to have it exactly like the original movie and stuff. So it could work, but in this day and age, it's just going to be this weird diversified crap. And it sounds weird because apparently they want Ryan Reynolds not just to... this is the rumour anyway, that they don't just want them to star in it, they want them to write it, or at least come up with ideas for it. Now, there's been nothing actually confirmed that they're looking to do this and that Ryan Reynolds is interested in it, but that is the word on the street at the moment, is that they are looking towards getting him to try and bring it back. Again, it could work, but at the same time, do you trust Sony with it? Probably not. And how and why Sony wanted to take the rights to this on is very strange. And unless they're just thinking of, if we get Ryan Reynolds and we can do this, it'll be a win for us. Will it though? I don't know. It has to be done right. That's the thing. You can't just say, oh, we got Ryan Reynolds and a couple of other funny people and whatnot, and we're just gonna make a new version of Clue, the movie, and here you go. That'll bring enough to bring you in, and it's not that way, it doesn't work that way. Now, of course, the original film came out in 85, but again, there are a lot of avenues you could do to make it work. But I think, knowing Sony, they would probably just try and remake the original film, which is a stupid idea. Again, you can make a new movie of Clue. You don't have to have the characters the same. You can obviously change the location, change the story, all new characters and stuff. But to make it nowadays, as I said, they're just gonna diversify it and all that type of crap. Yeah, you know yourself, that's exactly what they'd end up doing. But it's an interesting story anyway to see that Sony has closed this deal with Hasbro, and Hasbro, are kind of looking for investment at this stage. They're kind of screwed as it is themselves. But Sony, for some reason, jumped on. There's nothing, by the way, about how much they've actually paid for this deal. Out of everything I've seen so far, I don't see anything giving any indication as to how much they've spent on it and even how long they may own the rights for, stuff like that. But it's also interesting that they're saying film and TV So, are they looking to do a Clue TV series? I don't know how you would do. That would basically end up being the likes of a CSI or Proro or something each week. I really don't see you being able to do a Clue TV series. But yeah, the movie, of course, could work because it has worked in the past. But we'll see what actually happens with this. We'll see if Ryan Reynolds signs on or is even interested in it, if that rumour is even true. And they're obviously going to do something with live action for this. And why else would they bother? You know, Sony don't make board games and stuff, so clearly it's going to be for the big screen. Or maybe they make one and sell it to Netflix or something, because that's what Sony does. They make movies, and if it goes on a streaming service, it's because they've sold it to a streaming service. We'll wait and see what happens. It's an interesting one. So with that, I will leave it there for this one. So cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.